All right, I'd welcome Lillian Fisher, who is our partner from our Perth office in Australia. Lillian, welcome today. What I'd like to discuss, because it's that festive time of year and employers are looking at their staff and wanting to reward them with gifts and maybe make some donations to charities.
Okay, thanks, David. So typically donation is tax deductible. So we get a lot of clients who bring us receipts for donations, but we need to be aware of what the tax rules are regarding donations. Firstly, it has to be over $2. You have to actually give either something of monetary value, and you can't really receive anything in return. In other words, you can't get what they call a material benefit in relation to the gift or donation that you're actually making. So some examples might be if I go and attend a charity dinner, for example, obviously you're getting some meal and entertainment in return for the amount that you're paying. So in that event, you can't claim that as a tax deduction. But if you were making a donation, the other thing, it has to be a registered deductible gift recipient. You can't just give anyone a donation and get a tax deduction for it. They have to be a registered charity with a tax office, and they have to be nominated as a deductible gift recipient.
Right. What about things like, I get a lot of clients this time of year asking, I want to pay my staff a $500 bonus for Christmas or a $300 bonus. Well, how are they seen by the Australian Tax Office?
So it's a good idea to reward your staff because I'm sure they've all worked hard during the year and you want to be able to show your appreciation for them, to them. So if you want to get the best tax outcome, generally if your gift that you have give the staff member needs to be under $300 for it to be actually qualify as a nominated gift, which is tax deductible without any fringe benefits tax. So the minute you pay anything over $300 or more, then we're hitting into the realms of fringe benefit tax liabilities. So you need to be aware of those rules because whilst it might be nice to buy a staff member or a gift card of $500, you can do that, but what you will end up doing is landing up paying fringe benefits tax of almost the equivalent amount of the amount that you've spent. So it's a good idea to be able to maybe do it keep it under the $300 if you were able, and it can't be any form of entertainment. So, for example, if you're buying movie tickets, theatre tickets, or paying their restaurant bill, that qualifies as entertainment. So that is then subject to fringe benefits tax, essentially.
Okay, so I'd imagine the same if I'm buying a client something as a gift to Christmas. How is that treated? I mean, is it the same argument they use on that side?
No, funny enough. So with the client, there's no limit in terms of the amount that you can actually gift them. So if you went and bought them a TV, for example, there's no rules that says that that is actually, subject to fringe benefits tax or even not tax deductible. So that would definitely be tax deductible.
Okay. Say, for example, a lot of people, a lot of businesses take their staff out for client functions at the end of the year, Christmas parties at restaurants or lunches and the like. What's the ruling around, the cost of those sorts of events at the end of the year?
So the tax office seems to have this magic $300 mark again. If your meal is under $300, then there is a rule which says that if it's minor and infrequent, so you only do this once or twice or even once a quarter, if it's under $300, you can't claim it as a tax deduction, firstly. You can't claim any GST on that component of the meal, but you don't have to pay fringe benefits tax. So again, if your meal was $350, let's say, first, if you don't, you can claim it as a tax deduction in that case, but you would have to pay fringe benefits tax. And the fringe benefits tax, because there's this gross up factor, you'll end up paying almost the same amount as the value of the benefit itself.
Right, okay. But generally speaking, I mean, that covers off a lot of the questions that we get asked by clients at this time of year when they're dealing with staff and gifts and clients and things. So you mentioned before about the donation. So anything else that we should be aware of, generally speaking, if we're feeling charitable this time of year and we want to donate something to a charity, anything else we should be aware of?
Yeah, so when you're making donations, small items, so for example, if you have the children that are charity raising, for example, you buy some chocolates from them and so forth, that's not going to be tax deductible. But if you do make a donation to a deductible gift recipient and you get a receipt, then that definitely would be tax deductible. So probably if you have a favourite charity that you were interested in donating to, firstly check that they are a deductible gift recipient. If you're providing your time, that's not doesn't have a monetary value from the tax office perspective, so you can't claim or get a deduction for that. But where you're actually providing monetary value, or even if you're donating products, there's certain rules around donating property and so forth. It gets a little bit complicated, but essentially just maybe stick to the usual, monetary donation and make sure that they actually are registered charity.
Okay, and is there any limits into how much you can donate? If they're all tick all the boxes as far as that's concerned, there's no limit in place as far as what you can claim?
There is no limit, David, but you can't create a loss from a donation. So let's say I had, because I've got a lot of tax deductions and I had a taxable income of $50,000. If I made a donation of $60,000, I can only claim 50, so you can only claim a donation up to the value of your taxable income. You can't create a loss from that. But you can actually make a nomination, a written nomination, and you're allowed to claim that the donation over a period of up to 5 years. So if I didn't have enough taxable income this year, I can actually make a written election and claim the balance in the following year for up to 5 years, essentially.
Okay, well that's really good information. I'm hoping at this time of year there's people out there that are charitable and have taken this information on and now feel like they would like to give because it's that time of year. So Lillian, thank you for giving us that brief rundown on what we can do with donations and obviously gifts around this time of year. Our clients out there, if they need any further information, of course, for your specific situation, you might contact our offices. Just go to www.cannonnaylor.com.au and see our respective offices and see the client manager or the partner. They'd be all have a chat to you about that. So thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lillian. And I take this opportunity to wish all our clients a happy and festive new year, and we look forward to seeing you again in the new year.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lillian. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.